There are lots of ways, but one way that you can find your own boondocking without using freecampsites.net or some other place that lists existing sites is to download an app with USGS topo maps. The app I'm using is called View Ranger. It's on Android. It may also be on Apple, but it's not the only app. There are probably a dozen of them on each platform. This one allows you to download an area so you can use it even if you don't have a cell signal when you get there if you want to zoom in more. But I'm going to show you as fast as I can the basics. I've actually done the same video in the past, but I tend to ramble on and it was too long. I'm going to try to keep this one short. So if we zoom in here, you can see this brown area. That signifies BLM. If you zoom in even more, you can see the words. Ridgecrest Management BLM area. Now that tells you which district manages this. So if you wanted to find more information out about this area, you would just call the Ridgecrest office. This shade of green over here signifies National Forest. And if we zoom in, we can see Inyo National Forest. Over here, where it gets kind of a darker bluish green, this signifies a wilderness area. And if we get even further up, this particular color, this almost dark gray, which oddly enough turns green when you zoom way in. It's still the same area. I don't know what that's about. This signifies National Park, Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park. Now, generally, national parks aren't going to let you boondock, but there are exceptions. Like one of them, right over here, Death Valley National Park. I know that you can boondock in Saline Valley, which is now part of Death Valley National Park. When it comes to Forest Service and BLM areas, generally, as long as you're not right next to a developed campground and you're not blocking a road or making new roads, as long as you stay on existing roads, and there are a few other exemptions, high impact use areas, but aside from those, you can go pretty much anywhere in BLM or Forest Service and pull over and camp for at least 14 days. Now, it's always best to check with the local office that manages that district, because sometimes they give more than 14 days. I could be wrong. There could be places that give less. And there may be different rules that apply. The ideal thing to do is to get the official U.S. Forest Service map, which also covers BLM, and that'll have outlined in red anything that's a high impact use area. That way you know you can't camp in that area. But 90% of these public lands are still available for boondocking and free camping. You just got to know how to find them. And since people are always asking, I figured I'd show how I do it. Hopefully this helps.